We are halfway through August and it's time for our 2026 shrimp boil. We served up a feast Sunday night as our guests dined in our picnic pavilion. We had a couple events earlier in the week too, and we hauled our girls out to cook for those. Stick around after the intro to see how we did it. This is our week. We started off our week on Wednesday doing a small lunch for a seniors group at the Amherst Sandstone Village. We brought out our grills and did a hamburger and hot dog cookout for them. So we got the cooking area set up and the buffet area set up, got our grills lit, and it was time to start cooking some hamburgers and hot dogs. We are still training a new employee, Tony, so Johnny showed him how to get the grill ready and how to get the charcoal spread out and how to tell when that is ready to cook. Once it was, we started off by getting some hot dogs on, and then once those were going, we put burgers on. We use 1/3 pound burger patties that Polanski's Meat Market in Amherst grinds and patties up for us, and they are quite delicious. So see, when he does hot dogs, we lay them vertically, and we just rotate them a quarter turn every 2 minutes. We got pretty much everything ready in one grill top. I believe we had about 10 burgers left to do once we got this first round of burgers and hot dogs off the grill. Season our burgers with our basic house seasoning, a little bit of granulated garlic and some Lowry seasoned salt. And in the background there you see me just sprinkling a little water over the hot dogs to keep them from browning too quickly. That way they get nice and plump and golden brown all at once. Here is the buffet Wednesday afternoon: coleslaw and baked beans with their side dishes with burgers and hot dogs. Here's condiment table, cheese, onions, pickles, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, ketchup, all that stuff. We also brewed some coffee for them. A few days later, we headed out to Lake Erie to cook some steaks at the boat club. We still got Tony in training, so he is watching Johnny do his thing on the grill. And once we got the grill ready, we got some chicken and hot dogs going. Hot dogs were for the kids. Had a few guests that ordered chicken, and we actually got a couple steaks on now. A few guests wanted them well done, so we always like to get those cooked and out of the way as soon as possible. Well done steaks will hold quite a bit. Once we got the hot dogs, chicken, and well-done steaks off the grill, it was time to start loading the rest of the steaks. Server for the night was Stephanie, so she had went around and asked everyone how they wanted their steak cooked, so we have a pretty accurate count in mind when we start loading. We'll put the medium steaks on first and then put the rare steaks on after. If we time it right, everything's done right about the same time. We were using New York strips for our guests this evening, and they were some pretty good steaks. We got those cut from Polanski's as well. Out here on Lake Erie tonight, doing a small steak fry. We got only a couple well-dones ordered, so we got those cooked and out of the way with a few chicken orders that we have. We got rares and mediums on the grill now, and still probably about 10 steaks to cook after this. Here's the buffet. Roll and butter to start, as usual. They had buttered red skin potatoes and baked beans, and there are the steaks, rares, mediums, and those two well-dones, along with some chicken. From there, it was off to our Sunday seafood grill and shrimp boil. Started off by getting some peppers and onions ready for the sausage bar appetizer and getting our pasta salad made as well. Our sausage bar consists of the 3 sausages that are on our regular menu, cut in little appetizer-sized portions. So this is the smoked garlic kibasi that we serve with our bacon and beer sauerkraut. Along with that, we do a beer braised bratwurst that gets served with caramelized onions. And the last sausage that we do on our sausage bar is a sweet Italian sausage, and that gets served with peppers and onions. Here's that appetizer table Sunday night. Started off with a cheese tray with some crackers, a fresh fruit tray, and there is our sausage bar with the 3 sausages that I was just telling you about. We got guests lined up and coming in for that. That was the first course of the evening. While the guests were lining up for appetizers inside, Ramon and my dad Pogie started getting the shrimp boil going. We had them set up in the barbecue pit area. And there is the first round of shrimp out of the boil. Have those nice and seasoned. So second course was the shrimp boil. It was a handful of boiled shrimp, and then we had clarified butter and a Cajun seasoned butter to dip them in. We served the second course outside, right next to the barbecue pit, and the shrimp were getting cooked all through service, so we had them fresh through the whole second course. Very nice. While second course was being served, it was time for me and Johnny to get started on the grill. Guests had the option Sunday night to choose from our grilled boneless lemon herb chicken breast or a hardwood grilled salmon that we served with homemade lemon dill aioli. So we got the chicken on first, and once we got that going, Johnny took care of that while I did the salmon. Season the salmon lightly with just a little bit of Lowry seasoned salt, and most of the flavor comes from the hardwood grilling and the lemon dill aioli if the guest chose to use it. We had fresh local corn on the cob was one of the sides with the main course, and here you see the buffet for that. There's our pasta salad, buttered red skin potatoes, corn on the cob, roasted vegetables, wild rice pilaf, the wood-grilled salmon, and the lemon herb chicken breast, along with some of that lemon dill aioli that we recommended guests add to their salmon. Of course, any meal wouldn't be complete without desserts. We put out another fruit tray along with some cookies, cupcakes, cheesecakes, and other pastries. And that was it for the week. I'd like to thank you for watching this week. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment, helps the algorithm, and we will see you next week.